Hello, my loves. I hope you're all well. I don't normally use filters on my lives, but I have castor oil in my hair, which without the filter, I'm a greasy mess, trust me. Hello. So what I've come on here to talk about, I'm just putting the finishing touches on the Embodying Self-Love workshop that I am presenting tomorrow at the Body Method, Hi DK, in Currumbin, which I am so looking forward to. And I'm actually probably not going to talk about this at the workshop because I have probably about 12 pages worth of content worth of talking, and I need to seriously cut it down. Otherwise we'll be there all night. But what I wanted to talk about is abandonment and the ways that we abandon other people, which perpetuates abandonment of ourselves. What do I mean by this? So, hello. Okay, so obviously there's loads of times where it is valid to walk away from a situation, and you can walk away from a situation in a way that is not completely setting shit on fire, right? But this came to me a couple of weeks ago, and it was sometimes when someone pisses us off, whether it's a friend or if it's someone that we're seeing or whatever, and our reaction or our instinct is to be okay, fuck that person, I'm done, and just completely leave them and never talk to them again or never see them again. And it made me think about how many times I've done that to people, friends, people that I'm seeing, whatever, where you're just no, whatever, don't care. And we try to put up this front of not caring, but when we do that, when we kind of leave someone without really giving a reason or an explanation, even if it's over something silly, then they're kind of left being what happened? And when that happens, then it makes us question our value and our worth, because then we think that other people are going to do that to us. So it makes us try to change ourselves to be liked by other people, because we're worried that they're going to do the same thing to us that we've been doing to people, because it's been done to us in the past. So I really just kind of wanted to bring that up. And I've had a situation recently, with a friend who I haven't spoken to for a year, because I said something that was maybe a little bit harsh, and apologized. But even in doing that, they haven't spoken to me since, which is fine. You kind of have to let people go. And that's the other thing, is that you can't really, you can't force people to be in your life. I've had, I think over the past 12 months, things have just been really intense. So a lot of interpersonal relationships have kind of been under a lot of stress and under kind of a lot of tension, and a lot of things have come to the surface. So if someone wants to go, you kind of have to let them. And I think that if the relationship or the friendship is strong enough in the first place, then there's always room to turn around and be look, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I made a bad judgment call. I needed time. I needed more space. I think you can always kind of repair things. Nothing's ever kind of forever. So when we cut people off like this, it's so harsh. And I think this is being an adult, right? is being able to kind of address things, or actually accept people in their entirety for who they are and for what they are, because obviously no one is perfect. And something else that happens a lot is this is like conversations I constantly have with my friends, is that like sometimes if you're seeing someone and you don't see a romantic future with them, but like just because you don't want to have sex with someone, it doesn't mean that you kind of have to like leave them for dead. Like it's not all or nothing. And I think that we kind of need to stop seeing, especially our platonic, well, our male to female relationships in this way. It's like, if I don't want to sleep with you, then you're nothing to me. So we need to stop doing that to each other as well, because we're all people, we're all humans, and we all need to show each other that we can be accepting, and that we can not, that our flaws aren't so generally, aren't so kind of like catastrophic that it means that you shouldn't be loved and that you don't deserve friends and that you, don't have a place, because that's kind of what this abandonment is telling people and telling us. It's like, no, you're like, it's like cancel culture. It's like, cancel. So yeah, I think that's everything that I want to say about that. But it's an interesting thing to sit with, because once that popped into my head and I started to think about like, yeah, all of these like friendships where, someone's done one thing to piss me off and I've been like, laters. And it perpetuates your own cycles of abandonment, because you're, as I said before, like walking away from them, and you're actually really walking away from yourself, because it makes you think that you have to kind of walk on eggshells, or that's going to happen to you. And it's kind of like the culture that we live in as well. People just, it's really, really sad, but people seem like disposable, and they're not. So I'm trying to change that. And it's something that when this came through, it was like a massive bombshell. And I was like, wow, like this is definitely something that I need to look at in my life. When people do fuck you off, especially in Mercury retrograde, everyone is trying to get on my last nerve. I can tell you now. But it's cool. It's all good. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to leave it there. But thank you. Thank you for watching. And I'll speak to you guys soon. If anyone is in the vicinity of Currumbin tomorrow, come to my workshop. I don't know who else is still on. Cool. Anyway, sending you guys lots of love.